It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speakers this afternoon who will share their stories of how the support they received led to their success. I'd like to begin by introducing our first student speaker, Harlan Tomasovic. Harlan is a twice exceptional student who attended Sierra Vista and Golden Elementary Schools and is an incoming 7th grader at Kramer Middle School. Please join me in welcoming Harlan to the stage.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Harlan Tomasovic. I'm 12 years old and excited to start 7th grade at Kramer next week. It is so nice to see you all here. Today, I will explain how I got through elementary school thanks to the support of my teachers and aides. I'm autistic, but I'm more than that. I love to learn, and I have a lot of potential, and I am a unique student. Most students can't tell you the exact note the school bell is making, but I'm good at that. Most students can't tell you what 2 to the power of 32 is. I'm good at that also. It's 4,294,967,296. But as a student, my challenges are also unique. For example, back in 1st grade, I had to conquer my fears about storms and fire alarms. Throughout elementary school, I need help to accomplish my goals and stay focused. I had terrific aides to support me and the teacher when I felt upset or escalated. In my school journey, I started at Sierra Vista with kindergarten, but in the 5th grade, I joined GATE classes at Golden. I'd like to tell you about my school experience under 3 topic categories: how I felt included, how I felt supported, and how I felt excited about learning. First, there were many examples of how I felt included. I was named a Student of the Month in kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, and 6th grades. Each time, I was always proud and happy to be recognized for working hard to meet the school values, the SOAR values at Sierra Vista, and be golden at Golden. Another thing I do is the Reflections Art Contest entries in my specialty of music composition. I've won a few medals from those, and pizza parties were also always motivating. I also felt included when my principal, Mrs. McDonald, helped me participate in 2 plays, The Music Man and Aladdin Jr. In Aladdin this past year, I got a short speaking role, which was cool. Another cool thing, in 6th grade, my classmates voted me as a class representative. I'm thankful for my school communities always making me feel included. Even if it takes extra patience and work sometimes, I will put in the work too. Next, how I felt supported. Last year, I got to participate and attend my first IEP meeting, and I saw all the work behind the scenes to support my success. Beginning in 1st grade, I've had aides to help me stay on task and become a better person. Sometimes I need to leave the classroom, and sometimes I'm overstimulated, but I set goals to do that less and less. I also get special help on my speech skills. At both Sierra Vista and Golden, when I would stay for after-school care, my home ABA therapist had permission to come and help me work on social and behavior skills in a school setting. Everyone tries to help on my IEP team. Last but not least, I want to share how I felt excited about learning. I have always loved math and numbers, but in elementary school, I have learned to appreciate a lot of other subjects and fun experiences. My favorite thing in 6th grade was with Miss Pinson was going to 6th grade science camp. Even though the bus got stuck in the snow, we had to wait 7 hours, which was really tough for me. In 5th grade with Mrs. Rassick, I loved making paper roller coasters to think about gravity and engineering. In 4th grade, Mrs. Lopez was really nice and calm, and I loved building a model of a mission. My favorite book that year was By the Great Horn Spoon. In 3rd grade, it was good but tough to have multiple teachers. Mrs. Cabral, Mrs. Betts, and Miss Page. I remember I made a video of how to solve a Rubik's Cube, and a lot of classmates liked it. In 2nd grade, Mrs. Gifford made it fun, even though we had to do most of it on Zoom because of COVID-19. 1st grade with Mrs. Hendry was the year before Chromebooks. With her, I liked doing harder math and expanding my vocabulary. Mrs. Griffin, my first teacher, my kindergarten teacher, has always believed in me and my potential, and she always says hi. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, as the ancient Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu says. I've worked hard and taken many steps. In 6th grade, I would take 5,000 to 7,000 steps per day, sometimes even more when I had childcare. But I have also taken steps as growing as a person. Even though I'm sad that I'm done with elementary school, it only means that I get a new beginning. As the poet Robert Frost said, in 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. I'm now finally ready for middle school, thanks to the support I have received from my teachers and aides. Thank you, all of you, for hearing my speech, and thank you for helping me feel included in the class and school communities. Have a great school year, or Hagsy. Now on to 7th grade.
Our students are going to steal the show for sure. What an amazing story. Thank you for that powerful story, Harlan. We are so proud of all that you have accomplished through the support and encouragement that you received by your teachers, aides, and principals. We wish you the best of luck in middle school this year. Our next speaker is Suzette Morales. Suzette is an alumni of the district who attended Melrose Elementary School, Valadez Middle School Academy, Valencia High School, and continued on to Cal State Fullerton, and will be an officer in the Coast Guard. Yes. Suzette participated in the AVID and IB programs as a reclassified English learner. Please join me in welcoming Suzette to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Suzette Morales, and I am proud to be a graduate of the PYLUSD schools. Today, I serve in the United States Coast Guard, and am preparing to commission as an officer. In the years ahead, I hope to pursue law school so that I can advocate for underrepresented communities. But none of that would have been possible without the foundation that was built here by teachers like all of you. When I look back on my journey, I realized just how much the belief and support of my teachers changed my life. I grew up in a family that couldn't afford private sports or outside programs, but because of goals and after-school programs supported by the district, I had opportunities to stay safe, stay active, and learn about discipline and teamwork. That program kept me engaged, and it gave me confidence in myself when I needed it most. I began my educational journey at Melrose Elementary and advanced to middle school as a fluent English proficient student. Prepared for, thank you. Prepared for academic success. This led me to be able to push myself academically in both IB and AVID in high school, something many people told me I couldn't do. But my teachers had instilled something different in me, that education is a key to breaking barriers, no matter where you come from. Their belief gave me the courage to take risks, to walk into spaces or I might have felt like I didn't belong, and to keep pushing forward. Some of my best memories are not of the grades or the tests, believe it or not, but of the time my teachers spent with us after school, helping us study, practice music, supervising projects, or simply giving us a safe space to belong. Those moments made me feel seen, valued, capable, and they built friendships that lasted to this day. And they reminded me that teachers give so much more than instruction. They give hope. When I think about my teachers, I don't just remember one. I remember all of them. Mr. Figgy, or Mr. Figueroa, who motivated us with simple rewards and made us want to do our best. I remember those math, I was going home practicing. Mrs. Bernard Perez, who consistently told me to keep putting my glasses on because I was like, I don't like how I look in them. She's like, you need to see though. I was like, no. Mrs. McNaughton, who sparked my love of history and connected to the learning to the real world. The mission projects, I was at it. I was still there. As so many other teachers who had the countless memories and influence on my life. And all of those teachers had the foundation of telling me that I was capable of doing it, that I was smart. Simply just telling me I was smart took me all the way to here. I used it to college, and I was like, I'm taking an exam, and it's like, okay, I'm smart. I got this. Everyone's told me this. It's like that reassurance that I got it. And that's why I'm standing here today, because every word of encouragement, every extra moment of practice, every act of faith that my teachers had in me shaped the person I became. So to all of you, I want to say thank you. Thank you for choosing to believe in your students. Thank you for seeing potential, even when it isn't obvious. Thank you for reminding every child that their story matters, that their dreams are possible, and that their future is worth fighting for. Sorry, I get a little emotional there. You may never see the full impact of your work, but I promise you, it lasts. I hope coming back here now after several years, some of the teachers who have seen me growing up and they're seeing me today now, see the huge impact that it has led me to. You may never see the full impact of the work, but I promise you it lasts. It echoes in the lives of students like me who carry your lessons into the world, who lead and serve others, and who strive to make a difference. Because of you, students like me rise. Because of you, doors open. Because of you, we believe we can. So thank you so much to all of you. Sorry, and if I may, I just also wanted to share a bit pathway into where I am, what I'm doing, and something like, what exactly does this uniform mean? Melrose, Valadez, Valencia, and I was actually just sharing with someone that in the IB program, while doing AVID, it was the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life, but it prepared me to be great, amazing. I'm so thankful for every single one of my teachers, but it started with the foundation of elementary school, where all those teachers in elementary school really, really taught me the passion of, okay, you got this, like the confidence of let's study, go do your homework, that routine that led up until high school and then college, where I double majored, business and econ, did sociology. I got a full ride to Cal State Fullerton on the President's Scholars Program. Yeah, thank you. And then I applied to a very competitive program in the Coast Guard where they would pay me as an active duty member to finish my senior year of college while having a guaranteed job as a commission officer post-graduating after training. So I'm actually 10 days away from going through a 3-month training with the Coast Guard. Yeah, but this all led to everything that PYLUSD has taught me with leadership from, okay, we're doing a front of the line leader for today and we're switching it up so everyone gets a turn. Simple things like that I was like, I carried it to the military now. When I joined the Coast Guard, they make you go through enlisted boot camp. They do a recognition of an honor grad, so one person that stood out through the whole time of boot camp. I got recognized as honor grad while I was at boot camp, as well as physical fitness, because it doesn't stop there, right? Like, I got top physical fitness because while I was going through school, we had cross country, we had cheer, we had dance. I think I saw Mrs. Miller out there. I was like, wait. I was like, she was my dance coach. But things like that, where I saw her just training to be a teacher, and now I see her as a full teacher, and that drives me, that inspired me, that showed me like, I can do it too, and I'm almost there. And so I'm so excited to where I'm at and being able to go back to schools. I still volunteer at Valadez Middle School, where I can tell the children, like the kids, right? Like, oh, I was where you were. I was a 6th, 7th, 8th grader. Ooh, yeah. Like, I remember doing that mistake too. Oh, yeah, I got in trouble for that too. Did you learn though? Yeah, okay, that's where it comes in. So thank you so much for everything you all do. I truly appreciate it. I know every single student will appreciate it in the future. They won't at the moment, because I remember getting in trouble and missing my recesses. I will tell you that. I remember those, and I was very, very upset. But it carried something in me that I learned, okay, that I did that mistake. I'm not going to do that again because I don't want to miss my recess. So thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Suzette. That very inspiring story. And by the way, she didn't mention this, but she just got on land today off the ship to be here with you all. Yes. So genuinely, these student stories are an unbelievable reminder to us all to see the potential in all of our students and to push them to achieve great things, because they can and they will. Thank you to both our amazing speakers for taking the time to join us this afternoon to welcome our teachers back to the school year and share the support they received by our teachers and staff and how that changed their trajectories. Let's give them one more round of applause. Gosh, so if you don't think you are impactful, there's just an example of how you are. And all of us have personal stories of how a teacher has shaped who we are to date. So thank you in advance for all that you're going to accomplish this year. For the remaining portion of the day, you will be traveling to your breakout rooms within the El Dorado campus, so yay, we get to stay, and nearby elementary schools for our specialized teachers. You can locate your breakout room location through the QR code that's going to be provided on the screen. This information was also emailed to you last week, so the remaining portion of the program will resume promptly. And we thank you for your thoughtful engagement in the breakout rooms in order to be prepared to support every student every day. Have a great school year.